Quarterfinal starts this week. It is Tuesday. Quarterfinal starts on Thursday. So that means technically we're in like quarterfinals prep or something like that. Today is going to be my last session before quarterfinal starts. It's kind of a bigger one. It's kind of intense. It's going to be fun. So let's get into the plan for quarterfinals, training, nutrition, rest, how we're going to attack things, just everything. Let's do this. I'm excited. So first things first, we had to take care of eating. I did that. 180 grams of egg whites, 2 full eggs, 2 slices of sharp Amish cheddar, which by the way, is way better than any other cheddar cheese. I'm just saying the Amish know how to do it. And then 2 slices of some sort of toast, 10 grams of butter to spread and cook with. Now we are meal prepping for post-workout. So we're gonna get this done. We're doing 235 grams of rice, and then we're gonna do 180 grams of beef. And that's probably all I'm gonna eat post-workout because I'm taking my son to go do a movie and dinner night with his dad because he's about to go out of town. So we're planning accordingly. Anyway, this is post-workout. Then we're gonna go to the gym and get our last training session. And I'm kind of nervous. It's like one of those sessions that you actually should get nervous for. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the voiceover portion of this video. So I want to talk about quarterfinals, the open, mindset, nutrition, all this stuff, because look, I've had a weird relationship with this quarterfinals open stuff, and I'm gonna start the video right now. I'm gonna talk over this while we start the video. Look, I've had a really strange relationship with the open, online qualifiers, and all this stuff. I'm new to CrossFit. I'm 2 years in, 2.5 years maybe, something like that. And a lot of this stuff just still confuses me, right? But I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. My goal is to make it to the games. It is to make it to the games by age group category 35 to 40, okay? And if it happens sooner than that, I'm gonna manifest my destiny. If it happens sooner than that, then I will be fucking stoked. I will be super stoked, and I think that it could happen before that. But here's the thing. The open and quarterfinals were never supposed to be the goal this year. It just wasn't, okay? Monster Games was supposed to be the goal. Qualifying for Monster Games because it's more in-person experience, and also because the elites trickle down into RX. So it's a really good place for me to understand and know where do I actually stand on the field? Like, where am I on the field compared to these elites, right? Because they trickle down into RX. If all the spots for elites were taken up, the elites trickle down into RX, which means I will be competing against some elites. So anyway, I just gave it away. I made it into the Monster Games, okay? I made it into the Monster Games. I got through the cracks. I'm going to do a whole video on that and how I made it in, stuff like that, because I was sick, and it was the worst experience because it was emotional roller coaster. It was an emotional roller coaster. But anyway, the open was not the goal. Quarterfinals was not the goal. And then I saw where I placed compared to some dudes that are local, okay? And I got fucking pissed. All right, so part 1, you guys didn't get to see the whole thing, but that was kind of nasty a little bit. I'm gonna read you guys what I just had to do. It was fun, to be honest, because gymnastics, I love doing gymnastics. That whole thing that you guys just saw, there was another part to the beginning. This was on a running clock, do 1 minute max while facing strict handstand push-ups using the line standard. You guys didn't get to see that. Cap it at 15 reps, that's what I got. Rest a minute, 15 toe to ring, 50-foot handstand walk, 3 ring muscle ups, 25-foot handstand walk. Rest 1 minute, 10 deadlifts at 275, 10 deficit keeping, 10 deficit keeping handstand push-ups using the new line standard. 25-foot overhead walking lunge, which I completely fucked up and forgot to set up, and then 5 wall walks. It was fun. Now we're on to the next part. This whole day is just touching on things that I haven't touched on for a while, and that might be in quarterfinals. I'm gonna be honest, I got fucking pissed. I made it in the 92nd percentile, so obviously I made it in comfortably to quarterfinals, but I was fucking pissed because these guys made it like by a long shot, and one of the dudes is like 200th in the open in general. So he's 200th in general in the open. So I can't expect to be like anywhere near him, but I'm so competitive that He made it there, and then another guy made it to like 700th in the open. He's super strong. I've competed against him before. He's fucking amazing at CrossFit, all this stuff. But like me personally, I made it in the 92nd percentile. I was like 3,000 something, right? And I'm like, fuck, I should not be that far behind these guys. And this is just the way my brain operates. Even if I'm not as good as I think I am or whatever, my brain operates that like you should be doing better. It's just how I am. I'm super hyper-focused individual. I'm super motivated when it's a physical goal. When you can't stop me, you just can't. And I might be delusional or whatever, but when I see something, I want it, I'm gonna go get it, and I get fucking angry. And this comparison is the thief of joy bullshit. I just don't buy into it. I think that comparison actually helps your joy because it helps you push harder and go whatever. We get into that into a different video. So anyway. Long story short, long story long, I guess. I'm now taking it serious. I am taking it serious. The quarterfinals, I'm going to push as hard as I can. And historically, I have had this problem with making a push in training by myself or with online qualifiers. I just, for some reason, haven't been able to access my 6th, 7th, 8th gear with online qualifiers and in training by myself the same way I've been able to when it's in-person competition. And mind you, I've only done like, I think 3 or 4 actual in-person competitions. But this week, I experimented a lot with certain things and figuring out like, okay, what is the issue and some mindset stuff, whatever. And I think that I figured it out. I think that I dialed it in. So mindset is going to be the number one thing that is helping me kind of get into that. All right, that part wasn't bad at all. Just a little EMOM, 20 seconds of work for everything, alternating exercises. Now we're on to the next portion, which is more gymnastics, skill-based, like that. At next level with quarterfinals. Mindset is so important, and I'm gonna do a whole video on why I think mindset is the most important PED, because you guys, I'm an ex-competitive powerlifter, ex-competitive strongman, ex-competitive men's physique competitor. So I competed in men's physique. I've done it all with strength sport, right? And not that men's physique is a strength sport, but I've done it all. I've experienced most things, right? So mindset is always number one on the list to curate and to make sure that you have in order when you're trying to be at a high level of competition. The next thing, and I think that this can be useful for a lot of people for quarterfinals, whether your goal is to make it to the games at some point or not, the next thing is going to be nutrition. Like nutrition is so fucking important and it has to be dialed in. And TTT, Training Think Tank, that's who I'm coached by, Mia Gianelli from Training Think Tank, and also Becky Rogers is my nutrition person from Training Think Tank. Nutrition is like the second biggest thing, because if you fuck up your nutrition on like competitive days, right, and although it might only be one workout a day, making sure that you're fueling enough for that workout and for the weekend of like recovery and things of that nature is so crucial, so important that like today I'm taking the time to meal prep all of my food for the entire weekend. Like I'm gonna know what I'm gonna eat, when I'm gonna eat it, as long as I have the workout schedules like, you know, properly done or whatever. And nothing else really matters this weekend with quarterfinals except for quarterfinals workouts. So that's the other thing. The main crux of that too is going to be hydration. I think that so many people underutilize their hydration. So like making sure that there's enough fluids around, making sure that I'm, you know, utilizing enough electrolytes, because electrolytes are super, super important when you talk about hydration. And just, yeah, the little nuances that go into it, right? There's so many nuances that if people took more seriously, they'd be a way better athlete just from doing certain things at certain times and like having enough of, you know, different nutrients and minerals and things of that nature. So anyway, that's the second thing that we're really going to dial in for this weekend. We've been already trying to dial it in this whole week, so that's not a shock to the system. And then the third thing is just making sure that, you know, there's not a lot of like stressors around. So I own this gym that you're seeing me train at. We have a cold plunge, we have a sauna, so we will be utilizing those like crazy for this whole entire weekend. So to be honest with you guys, like we have an amazing setup. It's like a dream. Something that I have had to come to terms with recently is how hard I'm actually working in workouts. And I figured this out yesterday because in competition, I have this 5th, 6th, 7th gear. In training, not so much. So yesterday, I was like, simulation workouts, and I was like, you have got to treat this like you're competing. I was falling to the floor. I was hurting so bad. So good. I was hurting so good. So now, 85% rowing after 15 GHD was actually over 1,500. Because I realized I have all these gears that I'm not tapping into. We're gonna get into why belief is the strongest PED. Maybe in this video, probably a different video, but maybe in this video. Anyway, always be reevaluating how hard you're actually working. It's likely you have a lot more in the tank. Set up, right? And yeah, we're just gonna do everything possible all the way down to dialing in sleep. Like everything possible to act as though we are professional athletes for the weekend and just see how good we can actually, how far we can actually take this. Like I said, it wasn't supposed to be the goal. Now it's the freaking goal, dude. Because when I see things like that, I get insanely motivated, right? I get insanely motivated when I see other people doing way better than me, and it makes me want to push harder and go longer. So anyways, guys, that's basically going to be the end of this voiceover. That's going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it into quarterfinals, good luck. Kill it. Make sure you dial in your sleep, nutrition, training, recovery, all that stuff, as long as you have access to all these different modalities or whatever. And if you don't, make sure you take care of your, recovery in different ways. Crush the weekend. And I'm going to be documenting the entire weekend, how it goes. I think I'm going to do daily vlogs if possible, because I'm going to be doing a whole lot of nothing besides quarterfinals. So I should have the time. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Goodbye. Damn, those jerks weren't that pretty. Like, subscribe, peace out.